Alright, now let's look at this question. We'll first look at option A. A says AWS DMS. AWS DMS is designed for database migration, as the name suggests, right? Database migration service, DMS, and is not meant for streaming, ingestion, or Parquet conversion. Hence, incorrect. If you want the PDF version, including the keyword tricks, please enroll in Diamond membership or above by clicking the Join button. Please select the Diamond tab there, then proceed with it. And after you're done enrolling in membership, please do connect with me on LinkedIn at the rate of Cloud Guru Amit or Instagram at the rate of Amit Physique. I'll be happy to help you with the hands-on files as well as the PDF files. Let's move to option B. B says Amazon Kinesis data streams. Amazon Kinesis data streams requires custom consumers and transformation logic to store data in Parquet format. Wrong answer. We'll move to C. C says Amazon Kinesis Data Firehose. Amazon Kinesis Data Firehose supports automatic delivery of streaming data to Amazon S3 in Parquet format without requiring custom transformation logic. Let's keep it. We'll move to now option D. D says Kinesis Data Analytics. Kinesis Data Analytics performs stream processing but doesn't handle Parquet based delivery to storage. We'll reject it. We'll lock option C, Kinesis Data Firehose, as the right answer. Let's bring the heat to this now. We'll first look at option A. It says expand the training dataset by applying rotation based augmentation to introduce orientation diversity. Rotation based augmentation improves generalization by exposing the model to varied orientations, addressing upside down misclassifications. Let's keep it. We'll move to B. B says extend the training duration by increasing the number of epochs to allow deeper learning. Increasing epochs extends training but doesn't introduce new orientation patterns. Incorrect. We'll move to now option C. C says add more layers to the neural network to increase model complexity and capacity. More layers increases complexity without solving orientation bias. Will eliminate it. We'll now move to option D. D says raise the dropout rate in the second to last layer to reduce overfitting. Raising the dropout rate reduces overfitting but doesn't target orientation based errors. Wrong answer. We'll lock option A as the correct choice. Okay, here we got an interesting scenario where the data set is stored in CSV format and has been converted into a NumPy array. Let's look at option A. It says use SageMaker batch transform to convert the training data into a pandas data frame before training. Batch transform is used for inference, not for preparing training data. Wrong answer. We'll move to now option B. B says use AWS Glue to compress the dataset into Parquet format for storage and access. Parquet is a columnar, we know, but is not supported by SageMaker built-in algorithms for training. Wrong answer. Let's move to option C. C says convert the dataset into record.io photo buff format to align with SageMaker's optimized input format. Record.io photo buff format optimizes data serialization for SageMaker built-in algorithms, improving training throughput. Let's keep it. We'll move to D. D says use SageMaker's hyperparameter optimization feature to tune the training configuration for better performance. Hyperparameter optimization tunes model parameters, not data format or input efficiency. We'll eliminate it. We'll lock option C as the right answer. Alright, now let's look at this question. This is all about comparing performance. Option A says recall. Recall focuses only on true positives and doesn't account for overall model balance. Incorrect. We'll move to B. B says misclassification rate. Misclassification rate lacks threshold sensitivity and doesn't reflect class separation. We'll reject it. We'll move to option C. C says mean absolute percentage error, that is MAP. MAP is a regression metric and not applicable to classification task. It's incorrect. We'll move to now option D, which is the only option left, that is AUC, also known as area under the ROC curve. AUC provides a threshold independent measure of model performance, making it perfect for comparing classification models. That being said, option D, area under the ROC curve AUC, is the right answer. Alright, let's bring the heat to the snow. This is all about predicting how many units. Just by looking at the keywords, you might be guessing the correct answers already. Option EC is logistic regression. Logistic regression is used for classification, not for predicting quantities or the units, right? So A is out. We'll move to B. B says random cut forest RCF. Random cut forest is designed for anomaly detection, not forecasting. Incorrect. We'll move to C. C says principal component analysis PCA. Principal component analysis transforms features but doesn't perform prediction. Wrong answer. We'll move to D. D says linear regression. Linear regression is designed to model continuous numeric outcomes, making it ideal for predicting production quantities. Let's lock linear regression as the right answer. Alright, now let's look at this question. Option E says start with random weights across all layers, including the final fully connected layers. Random weights across all layers ignore learned features and forfeit transfer learning benefit. Hence incorrect. Let's move to option B. B says load pre-trained weights for all layers and replace the final fully connected layer to match the new classification task. Transferring a learning leverages learned features from pre-trained layers while replacing the final layer to adapt to the new classification targets. We'll keep it. We'll move to C. C says use random weights for all layers and replace the final fully connected layer to prepare for training. Random weights across all layers discard learned features and slow convergence. Wrong answer. Let's move to option D. D says load pre-trained weights for all layers, including the final fully connected layer without modification. Retraining the original output layer misaligns with the new classification targets. We'll delete this and lock option B as the right answer. Alrighty, now let's look at this question. This is all about enabling direct internet access. SageMaker services without enabling direct internet access does the opposite. Option E is set up a NAT gateway inside the corporate VPC to allow outbound traffic from private subnets. NAT gateway enables outbound internet traffic, which violates the security policy. Wrong answer. We'll move to now option B. B says route SageMaker traffic through the company's on-premises network using custom networking. On-premises routing adds complexity and doesn't provide native SageMaker integration. Wrong answer. Let's move to option C. C says deploy Amazon SageMaker VPC interface endpoints inside the corporate VPC to enable private connectivity. VPC interface endpoints allow private communication with SageMaker API over AWS private link, eliminating the need for internet access. Let's keep it. We'll move to D. D says stabilize VPC pairing between the corporate VPC and the Amazon VPC that hosts SageMaker. VPC pairing doesn't provide access to managed AWS services like SageMaker without public endpoints. We'll eliminate it. We'll lock option C as the right answer. Alright, now let's look at this question. This is all about preserving the integrity of the dataset. Option E says list-wise deletion. List-wise deletion discards valuable data and reduces sample size unnecessarily. Incorrect. We'll move to now B. B says last observation carried forward. Last observation carried forward assumes temporal order, which may not exist in this dataset. Wrong choice. We'll move to C. C says multiple imputation. Multiple imputation leverages relationships among columns to estimate missing values, preserving statistical consistency and reducing bias. Let's keep this. We'll move to D. D says mean substitution. Means substitution ignores feature relationships and introduces bias. Let's delete this. We'll lock option C, multiple imputation, as the right answer. Alright, now we got to select 3 correct answers. This is a multiple choice question. Option A says decrease regularization. Decreasing regularization weakens the constraint on model complexity, increasing the chance of overfitting. Incorrect. We'll move to B. B says increase regularization. Increasing regularization helps control overfitting by discouraging overly complex weight patterns. Let's keep it. We'll move to C. C says increase dropout. Increasing dropout improves generalization by randomly deactivating neurons during training. And this again looks good. We'll move to D. D says decrease feature combinations. Decreasing feature combinations reduces noise and complexity, lowering the risk of memorizing training data. That being said, option B, increase regularization, option C, increase dropout, and option D, decrease feature combinations are the 3 correct answers. Alright, now let's look at this question. This will test your concepts on networking, S3, SageMaker, definitely. Option A says launch the SageMaker notebook in a private subnet and place the SageMaker endpoint and S3 buckets inside the same VPC. Placing resources in the same VPC doesn't guarantee private connectivity without VPC endpoints. Wrong answer. We'll move to B. B says launch the SageMaker notebook in a private subnet and use IAM policies to allow access to S3 and SageMaker services. IAM policies control access but doesn't enforce network level isolation from the internet. Wrong answer. We'll move to C. C says launch the SageMaker notebook in a private subnet and attach VPC interface endpoints for S3 and SageMaker to the VPC. VPC interface endpoints enable private connectivity to AWS services without routing traffic through the public internet. Let's keep it. We'll move to D. D says launch the SageMaker notebook in a private subnet and configure a NAT gateway with a security group that allows outbound traffic to S3 and SageMaker. NAT gateway introduces internet routing, which violates the no internet policy. We'll delete this. We'll lock option C as the right answer. So please don't go away. Let's meet in next part of this series. If you want the PDF version including the keyword tricks, please enroll in Diamond membership or above by clicking the join button. Please select the Diamond tab there. Then proceed with it. And after you're done enrolling in membership, please do connect with me on LinkedIn at the rate of Cloud Guru Amit or Instagram at the rate of Amit Physique. I'll be happy to help you with the hands-on files as well as the PDF files.